Right ankle. We good? We on? Can you hear? All good? Okay. This one, check. We're live? Okay. You want to start as well?
Panggilan. Gali, bisa minta tolong jadi observer? Please. Aduh.
And welcome back to the final of the Bali Open. We are just 5 points in. It is 4-1 to the Australian team playing against a very strong Taiwanese pair. Now this is a very interesting situation where both of our finalists have an injury, don't they?
They do, yes. So we've got Jerry from Taiwan with a crook ankle, and we have Tom Caldor from Australia playing with a very sore back.
And that, as you just see, was an incredible rally. Taiwan really needed that. They were down 4-1, couldn't handle another break there, so truthfully they've done very well.
Very important play.
But yeah, keep that in mind today, that there are 2 injuries on these court. Both of these teams having 2 incredible players, both top of their countries, aren't they?
Yes.
And yeah, it's just very interesting to see how the ankle's going to hold up for Jerry and how the back's going to hold up for Tom. There's a call of pocket there, which is why we're going to a second serve. We do have observers for this game. They are 1 from Australia, 1 from Taiwan, and 1 independent to ensure fairness. It's a nice drop from Jerry, causes some struggle, but Australia recovers quite well with a good swing there from Joel. Now, Ethan, you've played against this Australian team quite a lot. What's been your experience against them?
These boys...
If there's a bad defensive touch from the Taiwanese, Jerry's ankle doesn't let him get very mobile. It's going to be quite hard for him to get over the ball.
Well said.
We are
Here's
currently
Jerry to
at 3-7 here, and that is there's a 1 says clean, 1 says high, and it has been called clean by the server, so there is an ace. I just say from that competition, it did look just under that shoulder height that it has to be.
I think Tom ended up just raising his shoulders a bit there right at the end, which created that to be a clean serve. Yeah.
You might be able to see from the camera angles, Jerry doesn't actually stand out that far, but he lands that ball right near the rim and cuts it away very well. As long as that ball doesn't hit the rim, it's a clean serve.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful drop. That Joel, look, Joel sometimes struggles to get his arm out. He's a bit of a shorter man, but he does get in very well for those drop shots. Hey, don't laugh at me. Here's a shorter man. There's advantages and there's disadvantages.
That's right. Well, they ate that one up. Yeah, it goes both ways. Trying to serve underneath someone like Joel Reed's shoulders does have its difficulties.
It sure does. Austin, we're at 4, mate.
8 here.
Wonderful.
Wow.
He really likes that. Joel Reed is one of the loudest Australian players you get.
That's too right.
If you hear those Aussie in the background, there's a large Philippines contingent who love the Australian team and are keen to see a victory here. On the flip side, Taiwan has plenty of support because they are such a clinical team. And obviously, oh, there's a rim call. There is a rim call. There's a rim call. It's not an ace, it was a rim, so he's got his second serve. As I was saying, the Taiwanese team won the team event yesterday, 3-2 in the final against the Australian team, and it should be noted that was without Caldor. Once again, he was away, not there, and now he's here today, so this could be a turnaround.
Yeah. As you can see, both teams extremely strong in their serving. That's why a score like 5-9 can quickly change with a couple of break points.
Absolutely correct. Just a moment there to get the score right, 5-9. That is a wonderful serve. Joel's dealt with it very well. Bit of a stretch on that set, but he does get over to it for a 10-5 rotation.
You'll also notice another thing, SR Common Man, the Australian boys, both left-handers. Although they can serve, well, Tom can definitely serve with his right hand.
Yeah.
And both good off-net hitters with their opposites as well, but they do prefer their left.
I will say after this point, it's a fault. Joel does like that swing. Jerry's receiving with that hard ankle, hard for him to adjust. Looks like they were going for a drop shot there, maybe a tactical decision based on that ankle. Now we've talked a lot about Jerry and Joel and Tom. We haven't mentioned Xiaogao yet. Xiaogao has a very, very fast serve. When he gets it on, he has a jam and a cut, and it's very hard to tell the difference until it hits the net. There's a Jerry serve that's wonderful. Tom's got up.
See what happens here? Oh, just shy of the net.
And that's what we've been talking about. You know, Jerry landing 2 or 3 of those serves, and they're back in the game. That's all they need. With absolute clarity. A bit of back and forth there from Joel, trying to trip him out, but he held his feet very well. Very important to hold your feet, isn't it?
Stay equally balanced.
That is a high serve. We're at 9-11. There'll be a rotation for the Sun here. A little bit about this. Yeah, go ahead, mate.
Yeah, that Sun playing quite a crucial role here. I think now as it starts to set, getting quite a lot lower in the sky now. So that rotation is going to be very important here.
And you are noticing that only Xiaogao has the sunglasses on. Personally, I feel like that's a bit of a mistake for the other 3 players, because that sun will get quite low, will be quite problematic. But a lot of players don't like to mess with their kit. They like to do what they know. Ooh. And he's taken a swing there, Joel, and uncharacteristically he's missed that straight into the rim.
That's right.
That's a break that the SRCon men, the Australian team, would not have wanted to let go. Now we're back to 10-11, so very close to on serve here. Watch this pace on this serve from Xiaogao. Very quick.
Just bangs it into that rim there.
Just wait for the next one he lands. You'll see how hard it is to deal with, because he has that cut or that straight at the body.
Just takes a little bit off that one to try and get it done.
Interesting. That was probably above the head height, and they could have maybe called too high, but he's chosen to play it on, and they've done okay with it.
It's always a tricky one in the heat of the moment. You don't want to grab that ball and end up going to the observers and saying, no, that's clean.
Yeah,
if you can think you get a good hand on it, you play that ball and you finish it off.
Absolutely. Ooh, he's put that under the net, not quite hard enough. Now, all of these players have multiple serves. It's important to note, when you have a repertoire, it makes the opposition guess, and they're just not sure where you're going to go. Oh, that was a great receive from Xiaogao.
Yeah,
and look at that power. I don't know if you're on the cameras, you can see how far that went, but I reckon that landed about 15 meters or 45 feet from the net.
A nice big boom there.
Bit of gamemanship from players here. Jerry wanting a different ball. Maybe that one was too firm or too pumped, but he looking for a different ball to try and get the ace serve here to get them back on serve at 11-12 to the Australians. That's a wonderful reverse cut. And Australians have to say did rather well there.
Yeah. An amazing receive there from Joel Reid. He sees them really well there.
Speaking of seeing them though, his eyes were squinting for that sun we've been talking about.
Were they?
It's a difficult one.
Yeah. So both these teams are quite particular about the balls. When they're getting this serious, they're quite particular, they're pedantic, but I think they can afford to be when they do serves like this.
And you won't see many dink-on serves here. They're really going for power, really going for aces. That's the sign of elite players there. They trust their serves to get the job done. Interesting stance here from Reid. Not one I've seen. And the call from the observers and the neutral is clean.
Yeah.
It's very close. Looks like the observers might have disagreement, but the position of the observers decide who makes the call, and the call was clean. Yeah. It's going for a drop. Hasn't quite worked out. Watch a big boom here. That was a wonderful adjustment from Xiaogao, wasn't it?
Fantastic wrap there from Xiaogao. Just those long limbs being able to just leap over that no-hit zone and pull that away behind anyone.
You have to say the set from Jerry left something to be desired, but he really leapt over that no-hit zone really well. Look at the speed. All right, there's a conversation here. Now, so Joel is saying the ball has landed in the side third of the net. Now, regardless if the player cuts the ball or not, if the ball lands on the net in that third, doesn't matter if he cuts it or not, it's a fault. It sounds like Joel...
Observer has called clean though, so that's end of point.
The ball has landed in that side pocket. So the observers are going to have a conversation. So it's just around the... Observers just having a conversation of whether this is a fault or not.
Yeah, observers just trying to talk this one out here.
As I've said before, we have a neutral, we have a Taiwanese and an Australian observer. and the neutral has made the call, but there's just a conversation of if it was the right call based on the rules, if there's the correct understanding of the rules. This is quite a long conversation. We're quite close, aren't we?
Yes. And Joel is one of those players who has read the front to back cover of the International Roundnet rule book. So he knows every rule book under the sun.
Right, there's a conversation, and they're coming back, and their ruling is pocket. They've ruled a pocket. I think that is the right call. I think the observer saw correctly, but just had a slight misunderstanding of the rule, and there's been a good conversation. Yeah. And you see the players, they're accepting with grace, that's what this sport is about, right?
That's right. It's about honesty, and yeah, that's good from Taiwan.
Second serve, so yeah, it's a second serve here. So
Xiaogao
drops, Joel's got there. Oh, he's not put that away well. Here's big boom. Oh, Tom, outside of camera. That's a wonderful set. Can he get this back on? Joel's dinged him up there. Oh, now they're in trouble. Yeah.
Wow.
You have to say the Taiwanese team deserved that. They played that really well. It was a great chase down from the Australians. Joel's set was unfortunately a little bit lacking, and Tom couldn't get that power on. And Xiaogao, again, that powerful, strong arm has done incredibly well. That was so fast. Oh, and he's got
Great touch from Xiaogao.
Joel's going back.
Just
gone.
Shoots that ball away. That is gone.
We were back at 10-5, and you said it can change quickly. We're now at 14-14. Just like that, the game's changed.
Yeah, you're never out of it. Xiaogao gets rimmed there. Goes for the short.
It's worked for him twice in the past.
Yeah.
And I will say, I've played against the SR Conman quite a number of times. One of their biggest weaknesses is a slower ball. They're so good at quick adjustments, but the slower ball when they have too much time to think actually causes them quite a number of issues. They generally figure it out by the second or third set, but sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
So they need to adjust quickly here.
Oh, and a huge dive there from Tom Caldor, rather, with that back injury. He gets up fine.
I'm not sure that was a good decision in the first set to go that hard for a ball that was unlikely to get a point. But you can't take a player out of the game, can you?
No, you can't.
15 all here. This is a great first set. Oh. Yeah, rim called there. Second serve coming. It was a good hand, though.
Yeah, great touch there from Tom.
And it's made a good decision. So it's a double fault. We're on to 16-15. Once again, we are on serve here. The Australians have the mini break. But, man, still anyone's set. They've made it hard for themselves, haven't they?
Yes, they have. See what Joel can do here.
Reverse cut. No, he's gone for the regular cut. And it's gone way too high, even for the towering figure of Xiaogao, hasn't he?
That's right. It will be interesting to see what Joel does here with this next serve. Oh, right now they're actually talking about his toes on the line, so just got to make sure. We've got lines here, they're quite thick, and I think we've measured from inside of the line. So on the line is okay, over the line, no good.
I think the comment there was actually he moved his plant foot. So not about the line, actually about the movement of the foot.
Yeah, good.
You've got to keep that plant foot stable.
Goes
Well,
safe
not a
there.
great touch, but it's going to be Xiaogao big.
Wow. Huge.
Tell you what, I would back him 19 times out of 20 to put that one away. That's his bread and butter there. We saw some early mistakes from the Australians. That's, I think, probably the first mistake we've seen in a while from the Taiwanese team. They've been playing so well.
He just mixes up first and second serve there. He'll go again.
Going for the drop. I'll say from back where I am, I thought it was a rim. He thought it was clean. It was a rim. Yeah.
Let's see if he goes for a big power ball here or he goes safe.
He's gone for big power ball. It's not worked out. They are up the break now.
Yeah.
And I will say, almost all these players around the net here, I'd say all the players around have a very good grasp on the rules. And so you will occasionally see them talk to the observers, try and explain the rules. None of that is in malice or anger. What a serve. That's an incredible reverse. And Tom...
And what a receive and finish.
Just past the outstretched arm of Xiaogao. He was in a great position, just couldn't get there. But as I was saying, all these players know the rules really well. They might have a conversation with the observers. That's not at all disrespecting the observers. It's just saying, hey, can we just check whether we're right? And that's what we love to see in the sport, isn't it? He's called the wrong score there. That is a Caldor typical thing to do. Oh, he really wanted that cut serve, but couldn't quite make it happen.
You can just see the spin off that, just on the ground even. That is just going to cut insane if that hits on that net.
Oh, it's a good jam, but Jerry's there, and that's what we're talking about. His bread and butter, the big put over the top. Now, let me say, down 17-18, this is the situation Jerry Lee froths on, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's asking for a better ball.
Jerry has the chance here to really take this game into his own hands. Get a little break here.
Yeah.
Huge.
Australians having a bit of jest as the Taiwanese guys who speak a language they don't understand. Australians pretending to speak a bit of German. That's the kind of fun you like to see in the sport, even at this high level. But let's have a look quietly at this ace attempt. So on the left, I think it was there, mate. I think if it was going to hit the net, Joel was in strife. This would be a big one to get an ace on here for Jerry. He's gone high.
It has gone too
Tell you
high.
what, there's that advantage of being shorter.
Yeah.
Easier to...
Would have sailed over your head, wouldn't it, Murray?
Mate, that would have been clean under my shoulder. 1917, this is a big point here. Oh!
And Jerry goes bang.
Will not see a better serve from this man today. That was the nastiest low-level reverse cut. For those at home who don't know what a reverse cut is, most people swing their arm right to left or left to right and the ball follows that motion. Reverse sends the ball in the other direction. Incredible snake motion. He's now got the serve to try and win it. He's faulted. That's okay, they are up 2017. Xiaogao in position here. Oh, well then.
They play that
Tell you
ball.
what, I reckon it was
Tom's
a
going to
rim.
fish it out. The ball's
And
still
dug it up.
live.
It's a great set! Oh! Oh no!
Word. I think what happened there is Xiaogao wasn't sure if that was a roll-up on that finish.
No, he
and so they
wasn't.
just wanted to remove any doubt there and almost came unstuck.
Once again, we see an incredible chase from Tom. Joel did much better that time getting set in position, and unfortunately sometimes you just whiff it. 2 big points here. 18-20. Rim on the serve. All right, second serve for Xiaogao. Has to make this or they've lost the set.
Has to swing here.
Yeah. He's going for the drop.
Going for the drop.
It's fallen short. That is a heartbreaking way to lose a set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Double fault. But I tell you what, that is an incredible first set from both teams, hasn't it?
Wow.
What was your highlight of the set, Ethan?
Mate, I reckon that was probably the second last point there. The amount of energy on that ball, that was 20 feet away from that round net, and they almost brought it back.
It's been incredible. Now, I do have a question for you. We've seen some very good serves in that first set. How many times would you have been ace so far?
At least 5.
Yeah, I'd be the same. It's just these players are in a level of their own. And I'll tell you what, there's been talk throughout this tournament of this matchup, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Jerry and Joel, they've had a great rapport with one another, and they've really wanted to play each other, and now they've done it. They've made their way through the gauntlet, got to the final, and now they're here to play. I believe it was actually a bit of a difficult run for the Australian team. They were ranked 9th after the bracket play and had a loss in their pool play, whereas Jerry and Xiaogao came through quite easily, in coming second overall. So it meant there was a bit of a harder battle for the Australian team. They went to 3 sets in their round of 8 play. That being said, so did the Taiwanese team, going to 3 sets in the round of 8, but I believe both got through to the final from the semi in just 2 sets.